I'm Ms. Artastic, and in this art tutorial, we're going to draw the tadpole Pokemon, Poliwag. So grab something to draw with and something to color with, and let's make some art. Alright, let's draw Poliwag. This Pokemon is so cute. I was so excited when Misty caught one because Poliwag is the cutest. So we're gonna start off with kind of like an oval, a little bit more pointy at the top, over to one side of the paper. Just like that. Alright, we're gonna draw Poliwag's feet. So we're gonna draw one curving line out, curve it around, and bring it back in. So we kind of wanna have a nice little slope to it, or a taper. And then we got one more foot on the other side. We're gonna draw a long line out, and then a second one coming out as well, and it's gonna taper in and slowly get closer and closer to the point until it connects. Next, we're gonna add the tail. So we're gonna come back up, and we'll have about a finger space up from the top, and then we're gonna draw 2 dots on the tail. And that's where we're gonna draw the tail from. So we're gonna have one line that comes out, skips over this leg, goes out around the point, and sweeps back in. Next, we're gonna draw Poliwag's mouth. We're gonna draw an oval towards the top of the paper. And we're gonna pause there, and while you catch up, I'm gonna work on the never-ending painting for a few moments.
It's time for the never-ending painting.
Welcome back to Never Ending Painting, where I create an artwork and I work on it every single episode just for a little bit, adding new details every single time using just my primary colors for a few minutes. So we're gonna get going for today. Ooh, my brush was a little damp there, and let's work on adding some white to some of these eyes and such. So we're gonna just add a bit of fluid medium. So I'm working with acrylic paint, so I'm just gonna add some fluid medium just to help it move and be a little bit more transparent. I don't wanna go full opaque yet because I want some of these lower layers to peek through that I've added. So just shading on the eyes. The pupils I do want nice and white, so I will make them much brighter. Or sorry, not the pupils, but the glare of light on the eyes. I'm also going to add some highlights. This big eye. Yeah, my button another minute left. And if you want to see how this painting progresses, we're going to try to finish it up this year before we start a new one next year. And if you want to see how it progresses, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video so you can come back every week, join me for a new drawing, and also see how this progresses. Or if you just want to watch art only, you don't feel like drawing, this is a great place to see how it happens. You're always learning, even if you're just watching. I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on a creative adventure. We have just enough time to finish on this side. And that's it for today on the never-ending painting. Alright, so we're going to continue on Poliwag's face. We're going to add a little mouth. So we're going to add a little upside down U shape or upside down curve just in the center of the mouth there. And then we're going to draw two ovals, one on either side of the face area. I was going to say head, but it's really all one area, just like a tadpole would be. Then in each eye, we're going to draw a nice curving line that sweeps down from the top and connects in. And then at the inside, at the top of each side, we're going to draw a small circle. Then you can go ahead and color in the dark of the eyes, leaving the small circle white. Okay, over on the mouth, we're going to draw a little dashed line on either side towards the bottom. Not exactly at the bottom, just a little bit up on either side. And that's where we're going to draw the starting point of our belly. We're going to draw a line that goes out, around, and then we're going to bring it back up and connect on the other side. And then inside on the belly, we're going to do the Poliwag classic swirl. So I'm going to start in the middle, and then I'm going to curve around and spiral outward, ending over on this side, right about there. Now we want it to be pretty consistent, so I'm going to thicken up areas that look a little bit thin from where I turned my marker. We want to make our Poliwag look pretty professional. So make sure we clean up all our lines and make them look nice. Cute! Over here we're going to draw with a very thin line, a curving line that comes around like that, where we'll put a highlight. And then one on the tail, a nice curve over here. We're gonna have a dark blue and a light blue on each one. And you can also add little tips to the feet. You can even do this with pencil if you don't want to see the marks. I'm gonna do it in marker though, so you can kind of see where I put the different tones. And then once you have that done, you can grab your colors. I'm gonna need a light blue and a dark blue. So we get 2 different kinds of blues depending on what you're using. You can even color lightly and color dark firmly, right? So if you press lightly, it'll make it lighter, or press firmly, it'll make it darker. If you're using a colored pencil or pencil crayon, you can do that as well. All right, let's start off in the lighter areas. So I'm gonna go to these areas I blocked off and I'm gonna color them in nice and light. And I'm also going to leave a little strip of white along some of the top areas. That's not actually how Poliwag is drawn in this series, but I like to add a little bit of artist flavor and highlights to my work. It just makes it look shiny, and it's a water Pokemon. So if it's in the water and it comes out, it probably is wet and it'll be glistening in the sun. So I like to add those little details just to make it extra cute. But if you don't want to, you can fully color it in if you want to keep it more true to the nature of the Pokemon. I'm also going to do that along the top of the tail here. I'm going to purposely leave that lighter. I think I'm actually going to get much lighter or a different color on my tail here. It's actually kind of lighter. Across. And then I'm going to switch to my darker blue. I'm going to color in the rest of Poliwag's body. I'm also use this blue down the center of the tail. I'm also going to use it to add a shadow along the bottom of the tail. This is not actually true to Poliwag, but I'm adding these extra details because it looks cute. And it's like adding some little fan art details, and then I'll do that along the bottoms of the feet here. Okay, I'm gonna grab a pink for the mouth, and a soft pink. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of white on it just for some, again, highlights. Imagine it just came out of the water. Then I'm gonna grab my gray, and now this part you don't have to do, but if you wanna add the little extra touch and artist flavor to it, make it your own, you can add some shading. This is not too much on Poliwag, although they do have a lot of shading on it, but I am gonna add some shadows to really sort of make Poliwag stand out here. And we'll take our art to our fan art, Pokemon fan art, to the next level. Okay, so I'm gonna shade around the body here, and then along the bottom of the mouth, and where it overlaps the body, around the eyes. And you can see it just adds that extra little detail that makes it look so nice, and that's why I do it. Down the legs and where they overlap, the body overlaps and casts a shadow on it. Down the tail. Along the bottom. And where this foot is casting a shadow onto the tail below. I'll put a little shadow there as well. There you go. Now we got a really cool looking Poliwag, a little bit more 3D and dimensional. And just like that, your Poliwag is done. Thank you so much for drawing with me today. If you like this video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel, please. That would be so awesome. That would make you an instant member of our Artastic Nation. And then I'll see you in the next episode where we're going to draw a frog, which is kind of like Poliwag's evolution stage. However, but like Earth standards. Anyways, we'll draw a frog in the next episode, and that will be next week. I post a new video every week, so check it out in the next episode.